Okay, folks, one of the bullet points is explain how STIs can interfere with fertility and reproduction. And there you're talking about chlamydia, gonorrhea, HPV as some examples. Um, I am not going to go through this. I'd rather you just look those three viruses up. There is a short little video here that'll introduce you to some STIs as well, but you can just Google chlamydia, gonorrhea, and HPV also. Okay, hormone regulation of the reproductive system is what we want to look at today. And this is, we're going to link the endocrine system with, and the concepts of feedback and all of that with the reproduction system, the hormones of reproduction, which you've already been introduced to a little bit. We're going to start though with sex differentiation. On the Y chromosome, you have a region called the sexual sex region on the Y. There's a gene, the SRY gene, okay? Sexually determined region on the Y chromosome. And that stimulates Sertoli cells to release testosterone. Okay, even though the Leydig cells are involved with that, it's going to eventually, this gets expressed, this gene SRY, in the 7th week, but by the 9th week, testosterone gets produced. Now look at how big baby is, just a little pinprick. There, okay, baby, right there. Baby's just a little pinprick. Does mom even know she's pregnant? Oh, maybe. Yeah, 8th week, Mr. Period. It's beginning to wonder, yeah, so this would be about when baby turns into a boy. That means that if the SRY gene is not expressed, we all stay as girls, okay? When the SRY gene gets expressed on the 7th week, though, and eventually testosterone gets released, that is going to result in testes. If there's no TDF or testes determining factor, it's now called SRY gene. Either one, that's fine. The fetus remains uh, the fetus remains a female. Okay, the embryo, sorry, remains a female, and the testes do not descend. Okay, so I think this is quite interesting. SRY gene, all of these part the gonadal ridge and whatnot. Look, it develops into the penis, the testes, the epididymis. But if there's no SRY, the testes, the ovaries remain. Okay. And how about all these analogous structures? Well, take a look at this. After 5 weeks, we'll take a look. Glans penis is the clitoris. The labial scrotal swellings, the scrotum, what forms the scrotum is the labia majora, okay? The urethral fluid's blue. Oh, pink, sorry. That's right, is the labia minora, okay? So we all started out as a girl, okay? If the gene gets expressed, though, these structures turn into male structures. Okay, so here goes. This, and I have not included this table in the workbook, okay? These hormones you gotta memorize, okay? GnRH, gonadotropic releasing hormone. That's a tropic hormone. Released from the hypothalamus. It stimulates the secretion of FSH and LH. And where do these come from? The pituitary gland. FSH, follicle, stimulates follicles. Luteinizing hormone stimulates interstitial cells, okay? Produce testosterone, okay? And production of sperm cells in the seminiferous. Stimulates the spermatogenesis. The interstitial cells we've already talked about release testosterone. That stimulates spermatogenesis and the development of secondary sexual characteristics, including sex drive, okay? Inhibin released from the Sertoli cells, which shut down FSH production, okay, which would shut down sperm production. So a diagram of this helps understand it. Yeah, okay. So GnRH stimulates FSH and LH, and these have contribute to sperm production, and they exert negative feedback on the anterior and the hypothalamus. So you could try stopping the video and seeing what you know on this diagram right here. And then once you've got this done, see if you've got the answers correct. Okay, hypothalamus, GnRH, luteinizing hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, seminiferous tubules will produce inhibin, which will shut anterior and GnRH off. Interstitial cells produce testosterone, which will also have a negative feedback loop as well. Okay, so fill in the missing FSH, LH, inhibin, and testosterone. Again, stop the video and see if you can identify these. Okay. With reference to glands, hormones, and feedback loops, explain how injections of anabolic steroids can cause the testicles to get smaller. Well, if you start adding testosterone by injection, you're on steroids, that's going to have a negative feedback loop, and that is actually going to shut off LH, FSH. And that's actually going to cause the factories to get smaller. Okay, secondary sexual effects are puberty. Okay, so once the testosterone starts getting released, we can see here that sexually, okay, penis is going to enlarge. That's testosterone. Okay, pubic hair, okay, is going to increase. Okay, but you'll also get muscle development. That would be secondary sexual. Acne is also secondary sexual. Sex drive. And with that, we get also changes in mood as well. Guys tend to be a little more moody, zoned out during puberty. That's good old testosterone. Okay, so those are secondary sexual effects. And in the video, you noticed there was something on andropause around, or sorry, the reading that you had. Testosterone levels dip. It can affect depression. Now, the changes in testosterone, curiously, will actually have an anabolic effect on prostate gland. It gets bigger. So you got to check the old prostate. Okay, so there we go. Testosterone levels start dipping. Okay, and the prostate. Yeah. Now, this digital rectal exam, there's the doctor saying cough. You're checking the prostate here. Okay. Generally, do they do that anymore? I think it's just a blood test they can test for. But they want to check for prostate cancer. By the age of 20, size of walnut nut. Golf ball, age 60. Oh, guys, look what we have to look forward to. Okay, it's larger and larger. That's going to impinge on the urethra, and that's going to make peeing more difficult as you get older. Now, anabolic effects, that's is when you're going to take testosterone by injection, okay? Or some kind of patch or whatever, however people take it. Well, here's some effects of this high blood pressure. Yeah, okay. Just some lovely things that go on. Um, your heart is going to grow faster than, or not, sorry, not be able to keep up with the skeletal muscle development. It can lead to heart attacks, things like that, with anabolic steroids. So you can read through some of those effects of it. Okay, and we're going to look at this next